Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason and Elgin.
Yo, toys, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where friends get together to talk about one of our shared loves.
Ravioli.
Meat, cheese, we love it all, don't we?
Yep, sure do.
Oh, yeah, and toy collecting, that's why we're here. We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. If this is your first time listening to us or watching us live on YouTube every Monday night at mostly 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. A little late tonight. That's okay. That's all right. We're here. We're happy to be here. And you're going to learn real quick, though. We're not toy experts. That's okay. We kind of brought one with us. He's more of an expert than us, but we'll get into that in a minute. We're just toy enthusiasts. We're not going to get all the details right, and that's okay.
That's right. And before we jump into today's episode, we got something exciting to tell you about. That's our Patreon and YouTube community, The Core. When you enlist in The Core, that's the Cracktastic organization of retro plastic specialists, you unlock a treasure trove of exclusive perks made just for hardcore collectors like you. You get bonus episodes, shoutouts, early access, plus an exclusive chat with us and the other Core members. So don't wait. Enlist in The Core today. Just go to enlistinthecore.com to help support the show.
In Unpopular Opinions, the crew leans into those toy takes that don't always line up with the majority, whether that means calling out beloved lines that never clicked with us or defending figures and brands we think deserve way more love. From hot button collecting debates to surprising personal favorites, this episode is all about honest opinions, friendly disagreements, and celebrating the fact that collecting is personal. You may nod along, you may shake your head, but either way, it's all part of the fun. Yeah, we got to remember that today, guys.
This time it's personal.
No, it's it's just opinions. We're all friends here.
We'll see.
We are excited to welcome back Larry Watanabe, returning to the show for the first time since his appearance on episode 32. What makes a good toy room?
Yes.
Straight from the toy room. I remember that. That's good. Larry brings a thoughtful, collector-focused perspective to every conversation, and his insights pair perfectly with a topic built around differing viewpoints. Whether he's challenging the room or backing up a stance with years of experience, Larry's return adds depth, balance, and a familiar voice to an episode all about standing by your opinions. Welcome back, Larry. Please tell everybody a bit about yourself and your connection with toys.
Hey everyone, my name is Larry Watanabe. I've been collecting toys since I was probably about 6, so that's like mid 80s. I was a big collector of like G.I. Joe, He-Man, some Transformers, and everything else kind of just mixed in. Whatever I get my hands on, I still have even today a lot of that stuff. So yeah, I'm a big collector of just about everything. I don't really have necessarily a main focus. But as you can see behind me here, a lot of that is the new 6-inch G.I. Joes. Been loving those lately, and a bunch of other things too. Some Joy toys, and moving into like the 12-inch figures in the past few years. Maybe some Hot Toys thrown in there, and now it's Four Horsemen stuff. I've been collecting lately too,
baby. Well, we're super happy to have you back here. I'm trying to get you back on the show for a while. We love your opinions.
Oh, great. Thanks. You guys will probably after tonight.
I know. I can't wait. That's the best thing is like, we're like, Larry, you're going to be able to help us pick a topic. And he's like, I got the perfect one. And then we didn't talk about what those unpopular opinions might be. So I'm very excited. I've been wondering all week of like, what the hell's Larry going to say? Why was he so excited?
Are we going to be friends anymore?
I know. Like, what's going to happen? Well, then later in the show, Eldon's going to take us on a tour of a toy store. That's going to be super fun. You can follow us on all the social media platforms, including Patreon, and those links can all be found at our website, cracktasticplastic.com. And while you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhex.com, for all your repro label needs. They have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry and tons of amazing sticker sets for your toys. We've all used them. We also have a monthly contest that Elgin's going to tell you all about.
That's right. Every month we post something to our social media pages for everyone to comment on. And then at the end of the month, we will pick our favorite comments and send them a $5 coupon to toyhacks.com. But of course, you have to comment to be able to get picked to win that $5 coupon. So check every day and see if we have something out there for you to comment on.
Love it. Love it. And speaking of comments, let us know how you're doing in the chat. Let us know those unpopular opinions or don't. You know, if I don't like them, I'm not going to put them up on the screen. So, but anyway, give it a shot. We got Ethan in the chat. He's ready for some cool toys. Well, he's going to see those for sure.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. I just got to get to the right button. There we are. And oh my gosh. Hey, let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools! If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
Cobra. Well, I got pretty excited. Elgin was already bragging about how many cool toys he had to show off today, so make him go first.
Exactly like that, but
no, it wasn't at all. But you seemed excited, so now I'm excited.
All right. Well, if you're following the podcast, I've been collecting these Kinder Joy egg toys because they're doing Super Mario Brothers as the toy currently, and I finally found. That's right. It's a Luigi.
Oh,
there he is, right there. He's on a little string. It's like a little bag clip, but I just put him on my Christmas tree that I have down here as my display, and then he's basically like a little ornament. But got this little Luigi. Yeah,
how exciting to pull him out.
So that's like Fireball Luigi, isn't it?
Yeah, it's with the no, it's with the green. Yeah, green and white. They have another one. There's another regular Luigi as well.
The search continues.
Yep, and I found another version of the little, the Eep Cheeps, whatever they're called.
Cheap
flying Cheeps. But so I have a yellow one, a full yellow one. This is the red and yellow one. So 2 of those now. I think those are only 2. There's like 30 different things in these in these eggs that you can get. But found those
just
2. Excited
Mario
for
ones.
the Luigi. Yeah. Because I already have the Mario and Yoshi as well. And then went down to our corner collectibles a while ago and picked up these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle classic reissue figures I didn't have that I passed over on the first time, and they weren't too much more than what they were retail. So I was like, I just need them for my foot cruiser vehicle, basically. So we got Bebop. Finally opened that up. I'm not thrilled with the face paint, what they did with his face. Also, they didn't give him red sneakers. They just give him these black shoes for some reason. But yeah. But I just needed him to like hang out in the vehicle and like kill some turtles, I guess. But there he is. He's got a shield. He's got his little drill gun as well. He did come with another knife with that as well. But I'll probably just put that in like storage. But there he is. I would say average Bebop. The way they colored him and everything like that. And then I got Rocksteady, who looks much more like the vintage figure than that Bebop. And I did have a Rocksteady. I still have my one as a kid. Except mine's missing his little turtle shell belt. I just stuck his extra knife in his belt there. But he still has his machine gun and his sewer shield. But he looks pretty much like the vintage figure, so that was nice that they at least did him right. And finally, this was a Mattel Creations exclusive figure that came out a few weeks ago. I finally got it open because I had other stuff that I was doing first, and I was gone for the weekend, so I did extra videos in front of it. But I finally got Blast Attack with some bright gold plastic, which may or may not be a good thing in the future. Guess we'll find out in 20 years if that's going to be a thing. But never had Blast Attack as a kid. This was one of the later toys in the line. So I didn't have a lot of those. I was moving on to Ninja Turtles by that time when a lot of these later toys came out. But he looks great. Even has this little accessory to like make him explode. You just stick that in his back like that. Push a little button.
Step back.
And then he explodes.
Oh, look out. Watch your eyes.
Like that. But they did paint the insides red, so that's his blood, I guess.
Ew. Okay.
So there's that's fun, I guess, for kids. But he would just come back together and then explode again. It, in my mind is I always thought like he just exploded and then that was it. But he actually just that's his way of attacking. He explodes and then like comes back together and then explodes multiple times.
He is the bomb.
Yeah, he is literally the bomb. But they had this nice little, I haven't really seen this on Mochi figures. They actually molded this kind of piece across his arm to connect. It's almost like another outside piece. They didn't really see that a lot for Origins figures anyway, where they had like that extra piece across there. So that was interesting, at least. But yeah, looks great, and action feature is awesome. I always have said multiple times that more Origins figures need more action features. We got Cyclone back here, and he has that spinning action feature, Extendar over there. So more features is always better. So I just wish they did more of it like this. And it's great that they are still putting out Origins figures as well. He does come with this weapon, which is very similar to his vintage weapon as well. The kind of mechanical axe type of thing. That's what I got.
All right, let's stop into the chat here real quick before we move on. We got, hey, Beam Bleem's back. Says, hey, guys.
Hey.
We got Mike Ward saying, hey, guys. Oh, he says, hello, all, and yo, toys.
Yo, toys.
Hey, Mike. Now we got Wildest Bill Fisher saying pineapple does go on pizza.
Oh, these are Unpopular
like,
Opinions.
No. That's right. That's right. All right, Larry, you're up next. What have you picked up lately?
All right. Two weird things.
Okay.
I went to Quake Collectibles in Chicago, which is the best action figure store in Chicago, I believe. Great prices, great guy and everything. Saw this. I just ran in there the other day and saw something behind the counter, and I just had to have it. Got it for about $35. It's like the statue of Jean-Claude Van Damme from Kickboxer. And I can tell it's the one from Kickboxer because he has like the glass shards that he gets his hand into with the goo. And they fight in the it's not the Kumite. Well, anyway.
Yep.
But I had to pick it up. Look at him.
Yeah.
Not a bad likeness.
Very cool.
You'll never see me wearing black silk underwear. There.
Isn't that double impact?
So yeah, been a fan of Van Damme for a very long time.
Same.
Like Cyborg is one of my favorite of his. I just watched it the other night. Bloodsport and Kickboxer.
Hell yeah.
I also purchased some cards from an online shop, And if you spend so much money, they'll give you free packs of cards that's older stuff. They'll give you like free things.
Okay.
So I bought a certain amount of cards from this place, and I received 2 packs from a hobby box of Marvel Secret Wars. It's like a card series with Marvel. I've been collecting Marvel cards since the early 90s when they had the Marvel Universe line and Marvel Masterpieces. So I was like, all right, give me 2 of these packs, see what's inside. Open one pack, there's a few cards. Open the next pack, and I ended up getting a sketch card. Now, sketch cards are like very scarce when you buy like hobby boxes of these cards. So maybe like 1 every 4 boxes, and I got this one for free.
Hell yeah!
Just out of chance. So it was like 1 in 1,000 that I got that card. So I was very, very surprised and happy with that.
That's awesome. That's it. All right. Well, I got a bunch of crap. Let's see. First, I did an unbox with me last week. I opened a Transformer toy. Believe it or not, I know you don't believe it, but this Transformer is extra special because there aren't many like him. This Transformer has Elgin's favorite color on it, glow in the dark. And they don't do a lot of glow in the dark stuff with Transformers. So this is Cyber Glow Megatron.
Oh, cool.
From Cyberverse, I believe. So he's got some paint, these little white splotches here, this little stripe around the insignia, and then these little stripes on his forearms are all glow in the dark. And then he's got a straight up, this weapon here also glows too. And it's all kind of a nice soft bendy plastic. So 2 different kinds of glow in the dark on it, but there's no way to make it work and show you, but I promise.
Quick, turn off all the lights.
So even though it's just a redo of a little kid's toy, but it's glow in the dark. It's special. It's not a normal thing.
Right.
So really excited to have that. And then Saturday I opened a few things not on a live stream. That was weird. Just, hanging out. I know. Well, this one's because you've already done it. I got this Tigra. So this is from the Masters of the Universe. Thundercats crossover. As Elgin taught me well, just take all that Motu armor off there. And
take all that Motu crap off.
Yeah. Anyway, and then so he comes with extra legs and parts and a sling chest thing that makes him look just like his figure. It looks an amazing head sculpt and paint job on there. Just super awesome, and like I think upgrade on his weapon too. This is really great.
Yeah, that blower with the string on it is great.
Yeah. So happy to add that. I've also been recently picking up the Hasbro Dungeons and Dragons cartoon collection, and man, like when I did the first one, I opened it up and I was instantly like, God dang it, I should have got on these right away. Because now the first wave is like $3 at Ollie's now, and it's like that's why I finally gave in. I'm like, all right, I'm getting them. They're like $3. I can't. They're normally 15, 20. So, and then the second I opened them, I'm like, God dang, these are so cool. They look so good. So 3 of them are also like $1 million now. So that sucks.
Yes.
So I'm never going to be able to get them all. The second wave are all because they way overmade the first wave. Anyway, but somehow I think it was scary to say Walmart.com had this 2-pack of Dungeon Master and Avenger for list price still. So I got Dungeon Master looking so cute. The
Yoda.
titular Yoda. Yep, every IP has a small wizardy guy. Orko,
Orko.
He's all one piece, obviously, but his cape does come on. It is on there. I don't know how, but a neat little thing with all of the Dungeons and Dragons figures is they all came with a die. This one is a 10-sided with 10 spots on them. Neat.
Cool.
But the star of the show, Venger, just
Cool.
super wicked with these big old wings on there.
Yeah.
He's cool. Not, believe it or not a lot of articulation under all this. If you call this a cape, I don't know, but it's just a clamshell of hard plastic.
Yeah.
It's not. His feet were pointed, so then I got nervous, Elgin. I'm like, he won't stand if I don't flatten out these feet. It scared the hell out of me doing
He just slammed it down really hard.
No, but anyway, so I don't show up there. But anyway, so he's really great. Awesome.
Look at the skirt.
He came with a couple sets of hands to do like blast effects. So that's pretty cool. And he had a 20-sider, and the 20 is an and. So that's pretty cool. And then Saturday, I'm not going to show them all, but I opened an entire line of toys, 13 toys from the new Cyber World line, and I did all the Cyber Changers. I just pulled out a few that were the ones that kind of made me go in on this line. They're the little kids' toys. There's Chop Shop. He's really cool. He's got his weapon has action features on it. You can, I can't get to it now, but it slides and turns and does things, and swords come out, and it's cool.
Interesting.
This is kind of the one that made me get them all, because it's a character that doesn't show up much until recently. Everyone's finally catching on that this is cool. But we got Skybite. Skybite's awesome, but this version turns into a car. He's got wheels. He's normally just a flying cybernetic shark, but oh no, this guy's a car, which is, I guess, kind of reminiscent of a Hot Wheels that's a shark car.
Sure.
People have, I can't remember the name of it now, but somebody in the chat when I opened it was like
a stingray or something.
No, it's just a shark on wheels. Like there is a Hot Wheels. It's like a shark car.
Yeah, can't wait for the gorilla motorcycle.
Oh, if only. I'll show this one because it was the rare one that just never made it to stores and hard to find. I did have to order it too, but it's a Mirage. Mirage is normally an F1 car. This is the right color scheme, but he's got wings, so he's part of a jet. What? That's a weird change. But it's a repaint of my boy Starscream. Oh yeah. So there was a Starscream. Had to get it, and he looks awesome. He's cool, and these are pretty kiddie toys. And I think just like 2 or 3 steps, and they change. Might come into play later. I believe. Oh, dang it! I forgot that the Dungeons and Dragons, that 2-pack came with this awesome diorama cardboard that shows like that scene. I mean, it's the cartoon,
right?
And one side's just the ands, but really cool. I hope to set them all up in front of that.
Awesome.
Okay, so no surprise. We said it, Larry. This is your fault. What's unpopular opinions? So your opinions that are either disagreeing with positive things or negative things. What brought this on? What do you need to get off your chest, Larry? What's first?
This is your therapy session.
I just as much as I hold nostalgia for our G.I. Joes, our Transformers, He-Man, and everything like that, I just feel that there's a lot of things that are better out now. One thing that really kind of got me is that I rarely ever hear people talk about G.I. Joe 25th anniversary. And I believe that toy line is better than the original. My 25th anniversary gets no love. Here's a comparison right now.
Yeah.
Okay, here we have Crockmaster. Old Crockmaster, new Crockmaster. All right. Articulation, there's about the same amount, but here are a few things. Here are a few pluses for these figures. Of course, Earl G.I. Joes had the rubber band in there, would break every once in a while. They had their thumbs that would break off, and then they couldn't hold weapons anymore. And with our newer figures, that doesn't happen with our thumbs and our fingers. There's no band in there. The artwork and sculpt is better on these. So, I mean, as much as I love the old ones, I just believe that the 25th anniversary really stepped it up the game, and they should have kept going with this line, which they still are, I believe. It's just like the collector club exclusives of like obscure characters that are pretty much going on.
But they ran a lot in that 25.
Yeah, there was a lot of figures. There must have been at least 200, 300 different figures, but yeah, it went pretty big.
So your unpopular opinion is that new stuff might be better than the old stuff.
Yeah. Another example. Here's our, well, this one's broken, but here's our snow serpents. Just the detail on these is so much better. And look at the accessories can come off. They're not pasted onto the guy. I mean, you can't even take his parachute or whatever that is off. So that's my first one.
I think we can get behind that. I know Elgin's gone on about Origins, how they're like actually better toys.
I mean, with the articulation of Origin figures, especially if you're, like I said, doing toy photography, or if you're doing anything posing for, stop animation or anything like that, they're way better. They can actually stand up on a shelf a lot easier than having, you don't have to put them on like a little stand or anything like that, or just hope that they won't fall over if they're not on a stand. Some of them have been, there is, the trade-off of you don't get as many action features, you don't get the twist punch of vintage figures, but you get extra head sculpts sometimes, extra hand sculpts, and kind of offsets that a little bit. And especially when they were making basically one-for-ones of vintage figures, you're able to now get maybe a figure that's rare, and for a retail price. For example, like Scareglow, like getting an Origin Scareglow for retail price instead of paying $500+ for a vintage figure, and it still glows in the dark. I mean, a lot like that Blast Attack I just showed. Like those late line figures are, getting Eternia Tower playset. It's like the ability to get those is great now, and people are definitely like, oh, vintage, only vintage.
Yeah, people our age definitely.
You're missing out on a chance to get a toy that you may not have had, but now you have the chance to get it just because it's new. Who cares,
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of my point too, is that they're recreating a lot of our stuff that we loved, and they're making it better. And it kind of seems that there's a sect of people who just can't let go of the past. And I get it. There's a lot of cool stuff that came out, man. I would love to own the Guns of the Navarone set again, but there's so many better things out there right now.
Yeah, people are missing out. I liked how you said that, Elgin. Yeah. Just by being so closed, they are missing it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. You're gonna hate me now.
Okay.
Because here's my other one.
All right.
I think Transformers that don't transform are better than Transformers that do transform.
Hey, better. I got
okay.
Here too.
I just
Okay, why?
They look better.
That's
they look better when you're posing them. there's not all like the indentations and everything that are needed for the transformation in there, and that really takes away from the artwork that's presented.
Sure does.
So that's why I kind of like the Super 7, or not even the Super 7s. What was that? The Transformers Red?
Yeah, the red line
Red.
was
Yeah.
amazing.
And they look great.
That's what I was gonna say. The red, and those are the red line is the one where they have like articulation, but they just don't transform. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep. Oh man, that's such
I've
an
actually
unpopular
thought
opinion.
I've actually thought about getting some of those because because if you're gonna display them in, robot mode anyway, they're already in robot mode, then
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
The
I can see that. Yeah,
Transformer
definitely see that.
fandom hates Transformers that don't transform. I mean, that's all they bitch about always. And you're coming out here saying they're better. I get it though. I'm with you. I don't hate them at all. I think they're great. Like you said, they live most of their life in that robot mode. So get over it. Like this looks better than and your examples were great because that universe Starscream, he's pretty boxed into what he needs to for his transformation, and the non-transforming versions usually skew towards animation accuracy. So like you get that thing that you see on the TV, that's the connection you get, and it looks like the thing and there is nothing wrong with that. I'm not mad. Better than I don't know, but no, I support that.
I can see
why
the fan base would hate it because it
of
goes
what it
against the
It goes
nature
against
of
the
the toy.
thing.
It's
the word
name
of the
is
name of
Transformer.
yeah.
Then technically
get
they're
it.
not Transformers. You'd have to call them something else. You'd have to call
Right.
them
They're just
action
statues.
robots or something
Action
like that.
figures.
Transformers.
Transmorphers. Yes. All right, Elgin, what do you got? I know this is a hard one for you since you love everything, and I just want to see you get negative. Just kidding.
Well, I was asking Amanda about this when we were out for our walk, and she was like, I was like, what are some, I was trying to think of stuff. And so she's like, you can use this one. So it's a shout out to my wife, Amanda. She said that, an unpopular opinion stating is that Barbies are just for girls and G.I. Joe and Motu are just for boys. And they're not really not just for girls. Barbies are not just for girls. They're, she was saying that she used to play with her Barbies, but then have Motu characters with them as well. So they're not just for them. The popular opinion, I guess, would be that they are just for them, but unpopular is that they would not just be for girls anyway. But she said that when she was younger, she would play with her Barbies along with Motu, with He-Man. They would hang out in the house and everything and play house together and all that stuff. And I think people want to box in and say these are girl toys and these are boy toys, and really that's not the case.
It's not okay. Yeah,
girls want to play with other toys that are not just Barbies. They want to play with Motu. They want to play with all this stuff. So like that was the big thing that Mattel kind of messed up on. They made She-Ra thinking that girls want to play with girl toys, and really girls just wanted to play with any toys, whether it was a Barbie or not. They still wanted to play with He-Man. She wanted to play with He-Man over Ken, instead of Ken. So yeah, it was always like that. But
Well, yeah, He-Man was jacked, of course. Man.
exactly.
Yeah, Tiff in the chat says, I used to steal my brother's G.I. Joes to be with my Barbies. They were the Barbies protectors.
Yeah, she said the same thing. She would take her brother's G.I. Joes, whether they were the smaller ones or whatever, and take He-Man, and they would all play together and all that stuff.
We know it's an old way of thinking that I think is definitely getting better. I feel like My Little Ponies help fix a lot of that too. Just the brony culture got more mainstream, and it became okay for boys to like girl toys. It's hard to go that way too. Seemed easy for girls to go the other way, but so I think that's great. Tiffany knows. Oh yeah, and then Ethan had another comment for Larry. He said they're just called formers. They're not transformers. Okay.
formerly yours.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Mine, I guess one I wanted to or thought about was just bringing these guys back. Is that like adults can like the kid toys? Like the little baby toys. I get like these little McDonald's toys are so freaking fun and amazing and cool and nostalgic to collect, and like I I want that to be okay. Like I think they're cool as hell. I've talked about it a million times on this podcast how much I love the one-step changers. They're for youngins, 5 to 7-year-old kids, but just those little guys that just boop, just little one-step changer guys. Boop, I love them. There's so yeah, like you said, boxing in for sexism, where he's like age too. Like I have adult collectors, look down on those little kiddie toys, and I'm like, you can have a lot of fun with those too. They can be cool. That's my unpopular opinion. Any more jumping out? Jump in there, guys.
Well, one that I see that doesn't get that was one of my favorites growing up. You should get a reboot in some way. Supernaturals.
Oh,
the toys with the holograms inside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I can get it in there, show up there.
I keep waiting for Nacelle to grab that license and finally redo them.
Right. That would be perfect for them.
And these were awesome. Like when, of course, loving horror movies growing up, these were it right here, because the hologram showed you like some snake guy or some zombie or anything. And then they came with like those little guys too. They're like little wizard guys with the hologram in there, which was even creepier because, thinking of like a little guy running after you is a lot creepier than a big guy running after you. They got the little arms. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a very major IP, so it's like.
But yeah, holograms were big back in that time. That was the thing.
Yeah. Belge, what do you got?
Lego sets are not fun.
Whoa. What? I've always heard they're fun.
That's the popular opinion, is that they're fun.
Yeah, everybody loves
Unpopular
Lego.
says that they're not fun. They're
Lego.
work. So I was searching through Reddit about unpopular. There's a whole subreddit of unpopular opinions, which is great to like look through and just be like, these people are crazy out there. But yeah, this guy was going on. He's like, Lego is not fun. Like it's under the guise of putting things together, but it's work. It's hard work. And it's like I would disagree fully. Like I've been playing with Lego sets since I was, 4 or 5 years old, building stuff, and they're always fun. They're always fun to play with. But I can see what people would be like. Oh, I have to put this to, it's instructions. I have to build with my own toy. I have to do all this stuff, all this work just to and then it's gonna break and no. But to me, they're always fun. To me, just using your imagination and especially if you have just loose pieces to put stuff together.
I mean, I gotta kind of agree with them a little bit. It is kind of a task, but if the Lego sets came with a few Adderall, I would be all about it. I would take care of one in a day.
I'll do a pretty obvious one. Oh, go ahead.
We'll submit that to the Lego company and be like,
yeah.
Please add Adderall to your sets. Like, just focusing, super hyper focusing on it.
This one's a pretty obvious one. Elgin and I have spent most of this podcast defending Funko Pops, that they are cool. Funko Pops, Larry, are cool. They don't transform. They're just figures. They're just statues. They are just artistic rendition of your favorite characters.
Of all your favorite characters. They've left none out.
Oh, so it's because it's so popular. It's not cool anymore.
It's not an indie radio pop hit.
Yeah.
It's not college radio music.
Unpopular. I know. We know we're in the minority to say that Funkos are cool, but we really
Obviously, you guys are in the majority because they have so
I
many
guess.
of them.
That's true. But again, it's like toy collectors, normies. I don't know. Yeah.
Right.
I think it's uncool because normies collect the shit out of them.
That's
I don't know.
probably why the people.
Larry says no.
Does the-
He's team opposite.
Bring on the Barbies, baby.
Oh, yeah. Friendship. And anything else? What else? I got a couple more. Oh, we got Tiff here in the chat saying Funko is like Nickelback. Everyone loves them, but it's cooler to say they're terrible. That means Larry likes Nickelback. No, that. Ha ha ha.
No. They're more like Dave Matthews Band.
Oh,
if you like them, you
Larry.
just suck.
Elgin, got some more?
I guess unpopular opinion would say middle school and high school kids should keep playing with toys. I know growing up, a lot of like my parents and stuff would be like, when you get older, you have to stop playing with toys. You have to be an adult-ish. You got to grow up and go outside or something. Get out of the basement. But stop playing with toys. Do start becoming an adult and doing all these things. Play sports. Do all this stuff. But really, kids really should still play with toys to help them keep their imagination alive, to be able to, create, dialogue and other things with that. But that will keep them out of trouble. Like, if you spend all your money on toys, you don't have any money to buy anything else, any other drugs or anything else. Like, it'll keep you out of trouble playing with that. And it's, people say it's not cool or whatever, but it's, would you rather have toys on you or be in jail or be in trouble with the law or something like that? Keep playing with toys as you get older. So it's not always, growing up is not always necessary. You can still grow up, but just keep that joy and spark in your life, and keep you out of trouble playing with toys.
I like it. Don't grow up. Got it. Got any more, Larry?
I don't think so. I think my phone's gonna. Oh shit!
Oh, it just turned now. You're fine. Do your thing. I have one. That's wonderfully froze. Hey, Larry.
Yeah.
Mine. The one I was gonna kind of save is that, like, I blame it all on Simon Cowell. The society going to the shitter is all because of Simon Cowell. Okay. And I've blamed him for years. And it just seems to be running rampant on our lives everywhere. Facebook, negative comments, but YouTube having negative takes, being that a-holes, being negative, and like,
right.
My note says, I hate negativity, which is negativity. But, right. Guys, you don't know how good you have it. Like, I can't stand listening to podcasts where they just bitch and moan, and they think they're doing it to get clicks, and everybody loves being negative and, those clickbait shit, and like
a hot take of something, but it's negative.
Everyone loves it, but man, I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. I like, guys, like we said they're toys, guys. They're supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun, that's your problem, not the toys' problem.
Right.
Like, so I just wanted to. I can't. It seems unpopular to be positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to keep spreading the positive word. So, because it drives me nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like maybe that was maybe some earlier episodes in this
Yeah,
podcast too. There was
sure.
some of that as well too,
Sure.
and I feel like it's gotten better. So
And the only last one that I have here is I feel like maybe we overuse the word grail too much. Maybe
not
like
everything is a grail.
not every goddamn thing that's a little expensive or your mom didn't get you now. It's not that like it's you are devaluing it, using it for everything. I mean, I know I'm the boy who cried awesome, so like I do that too to things. I try not to settle on hyperbole. I try not to, but yeah, great. I think we use grail a little too much.
Yeah, I think the stuff that we talk about, like on our Grail goal stuff, which you can
Yeah.
listen to if you become part of our Patreon, subscribe to that, patreon.com. You could, I think those are, I feel like they're a little rarer, maybe because they're, from a specific event or
hmm
something that's, end of line, limited amount, and it's
Right.
40 plus years old.
I think every
and all
episode
this
is
stuff.
about something that is actually special in
Right.
its release or
Right.
attainability,
Sure.
not just like, oh, I forgot to get that. Now it's sold out. Well,
These McDonald toys are grails.
yeah, I gotta find that one. No,
Yeah.
they're not. They are out there
I gotta
anyway.
find that Kinder Joy egg. That's a grail for me.
Right. So anyway, okay. Well, I haven't heard from Larry, so that I'm gonna guess his phone straight up died. So we might be.
Probably.
That might have been all for Larry. But hey, Larry, thanks for being here. Maybe we'll see you
Thanks,
later.
Larry.
We're gonna probably move on. What do you say? Good idea.
I probably should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
All right. All right. Well, let's take a quick little break. We'll tell you about our podcast network, the PFPN. You can continue to let us know what your unpopular opinions are in the chat. But right now, we're gonna let this lady tell you about something really freaking cool.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
All right, we're back, and maybe, hey, Larry's back too.
Hey,
hooray! Yeah, stupid phone.
That's all right. That's all right. We're moving on to segments. It's gonna be fine. We're happy you're alive.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. All right. Well, now it's time for Elgin to take us on a store tour.
All right, today's store is called Miller's Comics, Cards, and Collectibles at 62 Lafayette Road in Northampton, New Hampshire. That's just a short 19 hours and 51 minutes from Ottumwa. But if you're on the East Coast, it's only 56 minutes north of Boston, Mass, and an hour and 3 minutes south of Portland, Maine. Has a bunch of Star Wars figures, Marvel, DC, G.I. Joes, Transformers, Funko Pop, wrestlers, Pokemon cards, and comics, and much, much more. But did you know that the town was the birthplace of Henry Dearborn, a Revolutionary War officer, and Thomas Jefferson's Secretary of War, making him the first New Hampshire native to serve in a president's cabinet? And it would serve you well to go to Miller's Comics, Cards, and Collectibles at 62 Lafayette Road, Northampton, New Hampshire.
Do it. Let's go. All
It's a
right.
beef jerky
Before
and slushies.
Yes. Before we go today, just want to remind everyone, if you want to help support the podcast, the show, all the things we do over here on this channel, you can do that. There's lots of easy ways to do that, like tell a friend. That's how we met Larry. We're just kidding. But you can leave 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. There's lots of cool ways. And then our favorite way, like Elgin mentioned at the top of the show, head on over to enlistinthecore.com, CORPS. That's our Patreon, and there's a couple different tiers there. Choose the one that best suits you, and you can get some cool stuff for your support, like bonus episodes just for core members, shout outs on the show, early access to some videos, and you can be in a chat with Elgin, I, and all the other core members, which is a lot of fun.
Sure.
Like I said, one of those perks is shout outs on the show. So let's shout out our amazing there's no controversial takes about these guys. These are the coolest of the cool right here. Big shout out to our core members, Tony Miller, Chris Turnip Simmons, Alex LaForest, Wildest Bill Fisher, Colin Bunn, and the handsome Mike Ward. Thank you guys so much for being core members. We appreciate it and love talking toys with you every day.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, it's ravioli time, guys. Larry, thank you so much for coming onto the show and talking shit with us. I mean, unpopular opinionizing with us. We appreciate it. Is there a place to chat with you on the internet, or any shout outs or things you want to say?
I'm just on My Bleeding Ears Instagram. You can check me out there. I haven't really posted too much, but I think I'm going to start doing more photography with my action figures. Maybe just do some more stuff. Thinking of maybe doing a YouTube channel at some point in time, where it's more of just ASMR, not me talking, and I don't think anyone wants to see my face. So me opening toys with some sludge metal in the background.
Yeah. I'm subscribing right now.
Yes.
Well, thanks for being here, man. We really appreciate it. It's always good chatting with you.
All right, man. Thank you guys very much for having me. Love the show and love collecting toys.
Hell yes. All right. Well, let's get out of here. Thanks everybody for watching and listening. Until next time, keep being awesome. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.